Hey guys, it's Don. So we're out of BGSL again. We're doing a little bit of accuracy testing on the ARX-160. I've had this gun in the channel before, and we topped it off with just a cheapy Simmons 8-point, which is a 3-9, and we're gonna see what we can do at 50 yards. So I have the target set up down there, and we're actually going to do functionality testing with various ammo. I haven't had issues with this gun at all running speed steel, so we're going to see what kind of accuracy it is. This is one of those the Walther guns, one of them that are made overseas and imported by ARX. Okay, now the magazines, you can get 20. It comes with 20s. You can get 30s. It shares magazines with the Colt M422, the H&K. Was it the 416 22? Then this gun. There's a couple others that it shares with, but the difference is on some of these. Some of them actually have pencil thin barrels and a barrel sleeve. This gun actually has a solid barrel. Okay, this is actually the barrel when you touch on this. This is not the sleeve like it is on the M422. So we're going to see what this does with various types of ammo. We've got Federal Champion, we've got Federal Target Grade, Auto Match. We've got some of those segmented CCIs, some Stingers. These are really old. I'm not even sure they're going to work anymore. I've had these for years and years and years and years. But Plinkster 22 Plinkster likes to call them Stingers. I love that guy. But we're going to try those out, see how they run. We've got some Cci Mini Mags. This box says these are the 40 grain solid points. Or no, I guess these are in the right box. Yep, these are 36 grain hollow points, so they're actually in the right box. I kind of swap them around a little bit. And we're going to try some Winchester Super X hollow points. So we'll see what kind of accuracy we get out of all these, and see what this gun's capable of. All right, stay tuned. Well, that was kind of interesting. So it actually did really well with some ammo I didn't expect it to do so well with, and wow, I'm actually pretty impressed with this gun, and really disappointed in a couple of the ammo. So I'll just roll in some shots of the actual targets and the groups. So coming in last, the worst group printed was the CCI segmented. So that really light bullet and that smoking hot fast projectile just was not able to stay accurate inside of this particular gun. Whenever you test or get new ammo, you really do want to see if your gun likes it. Every single gun is different. This ammo is phenomenal ammo. It might be great in another gun. I know it runs in my wife's 22C, M&P 22C pistol flawlessly. There's no issue with it whatsoever. So, I mean, you just got to test the different brands of ammo in your gun. Now, what are you using it for? That also plays a part, right? I just kind of wanted to see for my own self how accurate this gun could be with the ammo I had available on hand. Will I try some other ammo? Yes, I'd like to try some Aguila, however you pronounce that. Just out of curiosity, I'd like to check out some the ELEY stuff. That's pretty expensive just to buy for testing, but my daughter 7-year-old Paige is running some ABRA competition, so she can burn it up that way too. But coming in last place was that CCI segmented, and that was rather disappointing. I was hoping it would print a little bit better than that. So, all right. So coming in 5th place was the Cci Stingers. They printed a 4-shot group at 2.2 inches. I'm sorry, a 4-shot group at 1.8 and a 5-shot group at 2.2. Right, so next up, now, Stingers. these are kind of special to me, even though they didn't do all that great. That's really disappointing to me. They're kind of special to me as a childhood friend, and I used to use them back when we were kids hunting. And he's done passed away now, but this was really disappointing to me. I really wish the Stingers would have done better. Hopefully, a new box of Stingers will rectify the situation. I'll have to try that out. This particular example of Stingers was pretty old, so I'm going to get another box and retest it just for my own brain satisfaction. So yeah, Stingers, kind of disappointing, at least in the ARX-160. They ran flawlessly. They may run better in another gun, but for the ARX-160, they're a 4 MOA. You know, we were shooting at 50 yards, so 1.8 inches for a 4-shot group at 50 yards. Not so hot.
All right. That's it for Stingers.
In at number 4 was the Federal Blue Box Champions. That printed a 4-shot group of 1.4, and I have no idea on a 5-shot because I don't know where that 5th round went. So could it actually have been worse than the Stingers and segmented? Sure, but based off of the 4-shot group, you know, that 1 round could have been just a quality control issue on it. So I went ahead and I didn't penalize it for its ranking based off of having missed the target on the 5-shot group, since we're just counting all of the 5s as flyers anyway. 1.4 inches at 50 yards for a budget bulk based ammo. That's not bad. Not bad at all. I can't complain about that. You get what you pay for on this stuff, right? And the consistency that goes into it, the price for this gun, it ran flawless. I've put several hundred rounds through it. Predominantly, this gun is a speed steel gun. I was just kind of playing around testing to see what it'll do for accuracy. Can't argue with it. So that's all I can say about the Blue Box Champion. Winchester Super X's. Now, I alluded a little bit when I was actually shooting it that I really didn't care for it a whole lot because of the way that it deformed. The bullet itself deforms because of that weird nose on it and the hollow point. But it actually printed a 4-shot group of 1.4 inches just like the Federal Champion did, and it managed to keep the 5th round on the paper, so at 2.2 inches for a 5-shot group. So they took 3rd place. And I do believe that those are actually 36 grain hollow points, not the 40 grain power points. I do have 2 different versions, and I think the boxes got mixed up as I was consolidating ammo. So yeah, they're okay. It's not a bulk pack ammunition. It's more of a specialty ammunition, and I would have expected it to do a little bit better. And so at this point, you know, would I buy Super X's over the Federal Champions at bulk prices? Nope. I mean, it printed, both the Federal Champion and the Super X printed a 1.4 4-shot group. So there's no incentive for me to buy a Winchester Super X round at this point, for at least for this gun. So moving on. So coming in at number 2, you know, this made me really happy because I have thousands of rounds of this stuff that we use in practicing for SASP, speed steel type stuff in Steel Showdown, and that is the Federal Auto Match. So this stuff came in with a 4-shot group at 1 inch. 1 inch 4-shot group, and the 5-shot group only expanded that out to 1.2 inches. So its 5-shot group was tighter than the Federal Champion and the Super X's 4-shot group. I like this stuff. I will run it all day long. I don't care. I know it's bulk ammunition, but it runs. It runs. It's good. I don't have any issue with it. It runs in all my guns. The 22 Victory, the M&P 22C, the Ruger 1022s, which we have several. Some with stock barrels, some with whistle pig target barrels. My ARX-160. Everything, it runs in everything that I have. And it printing a 1-inch group at 50 yards out of the ARX-160, love it, couldn't be happier. So yeah, number 2, but there's still one left. Cci Mini Mags. Now these are in the speed steel circles. Cci Mini Mags are pretty much known as, if you want good ammo, you want your gun to run, you use Cci Mini Mags. Well, if you want to run an ARX-160 and you want it to be accurate, you run Cci Mini Mags too. Now these were the 36 grain hollow point version of the Mini Mags.
So
I do have some
next up we
40
got
grain
the
round
CCI
noses too.
36 grain hollow
I don't
points.
see any point in
These are,
testing both of them. The
much
trigger
better
on that ARX-160
looking
is
bullet, that's for
absolutely
sure.
horrid.
I haven't had these
I
before
kind of
as
want to
much
send it
as
into
those
triggerwork.net and let Mr. Bill
generally-
Springfield do some work on it to see what I could
We'll run
squeeze
those
out of
for
this thing,
speed steel and
and
practice
maybe
for
even
Winchesters, but we don't use
steal
them
my
for those
daughter's,
bigger ones, so
my 7-year-old daughter's
So here's the CCIs.
Vortex
These
6x6 to
are
24
just
scope
phenomenal.
and
Everybody knows the quality on
see what this
CCIs.
gun could really do. But
Let's see what kind of accuracy
wow,
we get at 50 yards with this gun.
the
These are
CCI
running, say,
Mini Mags
1260.
printed a 0.6 4-shot group, and 5 shots opened it up to 1 inch. So
And this is going to be bottom
its
right.
5-shot
Green
group
target, bottom
was the
right.
same size as the Federal Automatch's 4-shot group. And now I only shot one 5-shot group per ammo. Is that definitive proof either way? No. But that's what I had, and that's what I have time for. I got a PTR 91 I gotta go shoot. So that's what came down. CCI Mini Mags win the day. Federal Automatches come in close second, and I'm a really happy camper because I got tons of CCI Mini Mags and tons of Federal Automatch. But I still do want to check out, like I said, I still want to check out some Aguila ammunition, maybe test out the Eli, the LE ammo, maybe some of that TAC 22. I've seen a lot of that around, so I want to try a couple other brands and see how it all stacks up for accuracy wise on this gun. I don't know why, I like this gun. A lot of people don't like it. I like it. But this is Donovan. If you like what we're doing on the channel, like, subscribe, share it with your friends, and we'll see you next time. These Remington Yellow Jackets, they're from, you can see how expensive they were. For a little box of 50 was $6. He purchased these when there was that big 22 shortage, so but they were sold. He's a big competition shooter, so he won't shoot them, so he gave them to me, and I've been using them to sight in, and this gun runs them just fine. I'm having some bad rounds from them just being so old, but there's no issues at all with this gun.